Nice. Let's get all the supplies before the game takes them away from us. Nice. Okay, any more out here? Says there's one right in front of me, but right there? Yeah, that's where it says it is, but I already picked that up. Okay. Alright.
You were the better Koska. Much better than me.
Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
Okay, talk to Casey and Estevez. Let's check out our...
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Nice. Got all the radio stuff. Sweet. Oh man, I missed a Koskela ad. Bummer.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me?
No.
Don't. I'm in control here. It's my mind place.
Don't touch his
He's
mind,
Too
Saga.
powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head.
Yeah.
I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker. Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps. The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
I don't understand why these aren't unlocking. I feel like that's a glitch of some kind. Wake. No. Casey? No. Scratch? No. Okay.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
Super.
One more thing, the lake house. I didn't give you all the details earlier, but now that you're part of the team, I can really let loose. Misery loves company.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Aw, they've been bonding. Alright, we'll talk about the lake house in a bit.
The cult didn't trust Wake. Or is it Scratch? Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as. I need to know what information I can still trust. Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Manuscript page?
A pale balloon in the sky, float and sink deeper. Night springs when bright falls for this sleeper. The surface disturbed, the reflection now a traitor. In the cavity of the skull, turned to a crater. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone.
Creepy.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place. What the hell is a para-utilitarian? The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Am I missing something here?
This is the kind of case my ex hated.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. Definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do. The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place. I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Okay. So we've got all that.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything.
All right.
For good.
Let me quick save here. We can't get into that. All right, let's see if I can leave here.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jakob was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Coscos.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side.
Mm-hmm.
If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Because the ritual was interrupted.
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Okay. All right.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just named it half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him,
He's not
no
wrong.
one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Okay.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
Okay. All right, so we've got that.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
Got a plan. What happened at the lake house? Okay, so I think we want to, before we go any further there, I think we want to go to Watery. To go to the lighthouse. Why did it say there's something in Cynthia's room to investigate? I really don't want to go back to the Valhalla nursing home. That's all the way the fuck out there. That's a trek through the woods at night. I don't want to do. Don't want to do it. But we are gonna see if we are gonna go back to Watery. Okay. Will let me leave? Okay, cool. Meet Mayor Setter at Sumi Hall in Watery. Oh, I want to meet Mayor Setter. I'm gonna go Watery just so I can meet Mayor Setter. Shoot. Oh. Oh, nice.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskelen knew what he was up against.
One more
he masterminded
manuscript
the cult,
page
his and Yako's army to fight
that I
the
didn't have
fucked-up
before.
horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskeles sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the Shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
Okay. Gonna go to Watery.
The sheriff's station? Did you hear?
Mayor Setter? Hi!
Oh. Hello, Max Setter.
I pet the dog!
Nice to meet you.
We pet the dog.
The FBI, famous writers.
Oh, good boy! Well, good boy. Oh, I can't pet you again? Okay, well, you're a good boy, Mayor Setter. Good boy. Marks all nearby resources and points of interest on Saga's map? Hell yeah. Good boy, Mayor Setter. Okay. Okie doke. Time to head to the lighthouse. We got to pet that dog.
Well, that's the cutest mare I've ever seen for sure.
Agreed, Saga. Cutest mare ever. Oh, what are you doing way out here? Sus. Okay, well, anyway. Ugh, this is kind of the last place I want to be this time of night, but... Alright. Wait, no. The path up is a little bit further down, I think. God, it's so dark. Here we go. It's so dark. Wait, where's the path? Oh, there it is. I was like, why does this look like a dead end? Okay. All right. Ooh, look at there. Look at all those containers. And a manuscript page. Wonderful. Wonderful. 2 manuscript pages. Excellent. We like it. All right, we're gonna move this to that. Don't worry, Mare Setter. We're keeping your charm handy. Alright guys, we have an ad break starting in about 5 minutes. Okay, I put the charm for finding good stuff. On. Oh yeah, look at all these resources. Wow, wonderful. I love it. What is this?
This has got to be an Ilmo idea.
Draw light from the main light thing. Generators. Satellite dish. Shadow monster light ray 3000. Oh my god. They're gonna try and turn the lighthouse into like a mass thing. That's funny. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, expand that. Backpack. Wonderful.
Ilmo Koskela had jolted awake from a nightmare. He was drenched in sweat. In the dream, he'd been covered in blood, gleefully murdering people, his friends. When his twin brother had tried to talk sense into him, he had murdered Yako as well. Ilmo slammed his fist into his temple so hard it hurt. The dream made him feel sick. The dark force of the lake was growing stronger. It was trying to make Ilmo and Yako something they were not. Trying to turn them into Ilmari and Jacopi Huatari from the early days of Watery. But they were the Koskela brothers. Their mother had not raised them to become murderers. They had backbone. They had honor. They had finished Zissou. Something bad was coming. The hidden device they had hooked to the FBC station had been intercepting alarms like crazy the past few days. Ilmo would make sure his cult was ready for war. Out in the night, the story seeking to give birth to an overlap in Watery drifted on, looking for another pair of men more prone to corruption.
They found him. Found him in Thornton and Mulligan.